So let's start with speaking to some of the newcomers to the franchise. So David and Xavier and Boo Boo. Maybe you could explain to us how you all got involved in the third Twilight movie. David, as director, maybe you'd like to start.
Yeah, I had. Can you hear me? Yeah, sure you can. I had met with the Studio Summit on a couple of other projects, which were small independent little films that, that people don't make these days. And I think that we seemed to get on all right. And they sent me Newman the book, which I started reading, but it was very slow at reading. And Chris Weiss ended up, immediately being signed. I don't think I was ever a contender for that, to be honest. And then, so when Eclipse came around, they sent me a screenplay by Melissa Rosenberg, which was actually in really good shape, which I read. And then it was mad. It was about a week and a bit between, it was like a week and 3 days or something between them giving me the script to saying, would you like to do the film? Including a flight up to Vancouver to meet Kristen and Marb and various people, and Taylor, and probably ran past you guys. And I tried to meet, what's his name? Who's that head jury? Michael Sheen, yeah. I was like, Rise of the Lichens, and he was like, Frost Nixon? And I was like, Rise of the Lichens! I hadn't seen Frost Nixon at the time. I was very embarrassed. And then it came back, and it was just like, come in and meet people. I said, well, I think I'd like to do this, and they were like, great. And then they said, do you want to do the film? I said, answer now. Yes. So it was all very quick. There was no, and thankfully, there was no kind of dark moment of the soul where I had to, really, think about it too much.
And I read that Stephanie described you as, she said, oh yeah, David, he's nice and chipper. I thought you couldn't ask for a better description than that. She's nice and chipper.
Chipper? That sounds kind of slightly up the past, doesn't it?
And all down the end there, Boo Boo, maybe you want to tell us how you got involved as well.
Yeah, I was actually in a Walt Disney group a long time ago, and I had some fans from that, and a fan contacted me on MySpace saying that there was this character Seth in the next book, and I was like, oh, it's cool. So we talked to our agent about it. Luckily, he got me in an audition. I was the last to be seen in the country for the callbacks, so thank God I got the part, and thank you to that fan who told me about it. And everyone always asks me if I attack like a wolf. But I didn't, so I don't think I would have gotten the part if I did.
Yeah, they told me there was only one guy, and it's the last one on the list. They said, but they only sent a list of one, and it's this guy Boo Boo. So I was like, yeah, he looks good.
I guess if he's only the one there, just take him, whatever.
Nah, we saw a lot of people. Boo Boo was great.
Thank you.
Are you related to anyone called Yogi?
You can if you want.
I'm sitting next to the wolf that teared me apart.
Yeah, I get to tell him, actually.
And Xavier, how about you?
Well, I auditioned from Sydney, actually.
Great city.
Yeah, who did?
I went to Australia. That's my favorite city.
Oh, nice. I auditioned in Boo Boo's favourite city. and then I flew myself to Vancouver to meet our fine director, David Slade. I had the privilege of meeting with him, and then I did a callback in Los Angeles again, and I think I had enough time to rush back to Sydney and grab some clothes, and we started shooting, so it was all very quick.
Now you all fight in this movie. There's one of the big differences, some huge fight scenes towards the end of the film. Maybe you could tell us about shooting those. And I know that there was a lot of training as well, wasn't there? I mean, I've got Alex next to me, maybe you can tell us, Alex. A lot of training involved.
I massaged the special effects designer while he made my wolf do
we have to point out that the wolf pack were entirely virtual in the battle sequences. Meaning
no, They
did a great job with the wolves, though. They looked awesome, like amazing.
They were going like, wow, look at that orange ball.
But for the scenes when you're actually humans.
I feel like this isn't on. Is this on? Yeah, it's not. There we go. Yeah, we did what's now called Wolf Camp. We just pretty much did like muscle confusion and
so muscle confusion.
Yeah, it's confusing. No, it's like circuit training, and more than anything, what it helped to do was just bond us. We got really comfortable around each other, and we do there's scenes where we're kind of goofing off pretty much all the time, and we couldn't tell when the camera started and when it was called cut. So we were always having a great time, and it was a fun experience. But Wolf Camp, yeah, I don't know. The workouts were kind of forgettable, I guess. I had been working out. I have been working out a bit before because my background is in martial arts and dance. So it was pretty organic, I guess, going in there and taking the shirt off.
But there's I mean, I've heard stories about that, you know, literally the second before the camera starts rolling, the guys who, you know, have their tops off are just doing push-ups to make sure that they are in optimum, you know, physical condition as soon as the camera starts. Nikki, are you confirming that?
She was watching.
She's cheering. I've seen it happen with the wolves and the vampires. Boys are very into doing push-ups. Yeah. I don't know what else you want me to confirm.
Nikki would actually jump on my back as I did a push-up.
Yeah, it was true.
You're allowed that.
It's okay if the director's phone goes off. My phone goes off, then it's bad, but David's cool.
It's got a great ring to it.
Such a chippy ring.
So I do apologise, everyone. Please carry on.
Nikki, you've got a backstory in this movie where we find out a lot about Rosalie. I'm just wondering, when you're doing the first two movies and you kind of know that that's going to come up, whether it's frustrating thinking, I've still got a while to go before I get to Eclipse, before, you know, people can actually find out about my character.
Well, I was hopeful, you know, when we made the first movie that we would make it to the third. Otherwise, I feel like I couldn't really justify my behavior. And also, you know, Stephanie wrote these like really complex, dynamic characters, and sometimes I think all of us can agree that, like, you know, the Cullen family, that you don't really have the opportunity to show that, and so you want to make like the most out of every moment that you have, and you're like overthinking everything, every glance, every smile, or in my case, every nasty look. So yeah, I was really happy to have that opportunity. I'm really nervous.
And actually, Stephanie was on set, I think, more this time, wasn't she?
She's always kind of around, I think. She's, I mean, for all of them, she's kind of there just in case, you know, we need something, and always kind of
You should bring me coffee and stuff.
encouraging.
Just have omniscient. You know. It's definitely actually, I mean, she was there on and off. Well, obviously it's my first time, so I don't know, I can't judge in terms of whether, you know, what percentage she was on and off, but yeah, she really kind of just, I think she was just really like enjoying watching. She didn't really say much, you know.
You didn't see it behind the monitors, that's why.
Yeah, no, yeah, we made sure that they were miles away. Yeah. Well, they never spoke to me. Like, they never said, "Oh, do that bad." Didn't get it right. Do it again. Anything like that. Well, fine.